Hi everyone, welcome back. There is a lot that has been done in the last few days, so this will be a quick update video. Now, I apologize in front, I'm using the wide lens on the camera again, so it's not the best picture quality, but at least you'll see a little wider picture. So all of the walls here, or pretty much all of them, are insulated. So in this older shop here, the first one, I used the styrofoam on the walls because I had it from the previous, for the current shop that I bought. So I want to use that. And on the ceiling I put the wool here, this one here, and everything is covered with this membrane that doesn't leak water but does release moisture a little bit, so you don't get moisture in behind the OSB panels here. Now I haven't filmed everything because first of all I'm putting the whole boards on top here, so I want to put those first, and I'll put 3 here in this shop, and in this newer section 4, and then later I have the cutting up to do. So these are not cut or anything like that, so only the angle at the top to accommodate the different angle in the shop here. So that's quite interesting installation, and I haven't filmed it because first of all I'm on the ladder bringing this all by myself up, holding with my head until I put one screw in, and then I can move on. So it's a little bit of a process, but I managed to done this relatively quickly. And now, like I said, the last few days I've been working alone. My wife has to take care of the younger son. He has a sort of a throat flu, so he's at home. And yeah, altogether a lot of progress has been done, and not sure if I mentioned this in the previous update, but I've cut away the walkway through. So there was a panel here, and that panel, coincidentally, I haven't measured it, I haven't thought about that, but I had to close this area here. This was open. So luckily, when I cut this up between the two metal studs, that was the perfect fit for this area here, and let me show you that. So you can see on the outside just the right amount here, and goes right tight into that corner. I managed to make the door, the frame, the rough frame, so it's again these 50 by 50 mil square timber. There is a grid, so where the hinges will be, there are 2 of them, so you have a larger surface area to put the screw in, so I don't have to calculate where to put the hinge or anything like that. On this side there is a single timber, and then I have 4 cross members, 2 closer to the top, so you overcome the pivoting action, and 2 are equally spaced here. And again, styrofoam on the inside to insulate them a little bit, and this membrane to cover it up. And I still have to buy what's it called, similar stuff to this, what's on the wall here, not sure the name, so I'll put that, and I'll paint it and everything, or put the lacquer on so it can hold on the outside. Now this will be only with a latch closed from the inside, and the main entrance will be on this side here. Not sure if I mentioned this, I think I haven't. This older part of the shop here, the first shop that you come in, this area here, the floor is actually a sort of a concrete box or a rectangle. The top slab is around 4 inches, a little maybe over that thick. This was old septic tank from 30 years ago. Everything is concrete. Roughly 20 years ago, we got this, the sewer line up to the hill here, so obviously we connected to the main sewer line, and after the fact this was drained and everything cleaned up and sealed with sort of what's it called, the material for the concrete that you mix with the stones and everything, so everything is sealed nicely. At one point this was filled with gravel and stuff like that all the way up to the hatch here, but after a while obviously it does settle down, and after the earthquake as well it did sit down a little bit more, so there is still room inside, so I use it for gravel, and when you take down the wall or anything like that, you have bricks and stuff like that, mortar, so all of that can be thrown inside here. And I'll make probably one day a nicer hatch. This one has rotted away a little bit, so I'll make probably nicer a wooden one. And the rest of the shop is I applied wooden battens, wooden boards on top of the steel studs, so you can see it here how it looks, and here as well. And so I can put a screw directly into the wood instead of the metal when I'm putting on the OSB panels. It's much easier, more convenient and everything, so, and much faster. And a little update, I had an electrician today, so I'll be changing this main wire that comes from the house panel here. I'll be upgrading the wire to, I believe, 3 by 4 gauge wire, so it's much thicker wire and a much better option, so I'll change that as well. So that's why I haven't closed this area yet. And again, this is pretty much ready for OSB panels. The windows and everything I'll deal with later, so they need scrub down, cleaning, and nice fresh coat of paint. So that's not so much critical at this point. I just want to move in, but I need to obviously put the OSB wall here. Now what I forgot to mention is, since this is hollow, the top slab is around 4 inches thick, and I don't think I'll go through if I put the lathe here, but nevertheless it will vibrate and maybe produce more sound if I put the lathe here. So what I'll do in this area here, and although the windows are here, I'm not so much inclined that I have to have the lathe here. So what I'll have here is the bandsaw and the wood slab storage, and the dry rough-out balls as well. So all of that will be in this area here, and I think that will work out quite lovely. Now in this shop here, and just to show you this from this first shop here, when I'm looking down here, of course the walls, the ceilings are a little bit low, but I have 2 steps down, and now here I'm 6 foot tall, and I can just reach the ceiling. So the height is decent. If it was taller it will be better, but it is what it is. I can't affect everything. So ideally you probably want the lathe here at the window, but that will complicate the stuff for the dust collection. I don't want overhead duct work here, so the lathe will probably go here in this corner, and one day if I get another lathe sort of as a backup or teaching lathe, it can go here. And behind this wall here is a meat smoker, that tallest building from the outside that I've shown in the first video. I'll probably put dust collector inside that. I'll actually show you this. Again, the view here. At a later date, when we move here, my family and I will probably bring this down, and we can put chairs and barbecue here, so we have a nice view. So that's for the future. So this is the meat smoker here, and it's a nice wide doors, and I think the dust collector should fit inside, but it's a thin sheeting wall, so, and it's quite tall structure, so if I put the dust collector now inside, it will just bounce the sound quite a lot, and it will probably sound worse than it is. So what I'll do probably is put styrofoam on the inside as well, just to dampen the sound a little bit. and from inside I'll run the duct here, and then Y spread. So I have one drop here, one here for another lathe in the future, and I'll continue on getting to the bandsaw here. So that's three main machines that I will have in the future. So again, probably somewhere in between I'll put another Y just to have a hose here so I can vacuum everything. So that should be quite convenient. And this post here, I'm going to leave it as it is, just clean it up, paint it, and so on. It's not rotted or anything like that. It does have a surface rust, but nothing that can't be fixed. So I don't mind having it here. The bench will probably sit here as it is. I'll have a hand tool wall here. Probably put nice, decent woodworking vise here, so it's not this metal working vise. Again, not sure yet. That's not the priority at the moment. You know, that can be tucked away like this, put the tools on the wall and everything, and I can upgrade this at a later stage. And again, this will be the main entrance, and here you can see a little bit of the understructure underneath the OSB. So still I need to put the wool here, and on this wall here as well. And this will be OSB will go here directly into the metal. So it does, if I put the wooden battens here, I will lose a little bit more thickness than I would like, and here it just complicates the things around, so it's much simpler. And I'm on the ground, so I can place the OSB pretty much on some sort of wooden shim, just to keep it 1 or 2 mil elevated from the ground, and I can screw it directly into the metal studs here. So it's not so much an issue. It will be an issue if I'm holding, like I said, with my head on the ceiling the OSB and try to screw into the metal. So that's, again, that's why I put the wooden battens here. And this wall here will remain this. It's insulated on the other side, so I won't bother to cover this up. I just clean it up real nice, probably with a steel brush or anything like that, and paint it lovely so it's nice and presentable, and as well this frame that will be a little bit visible. So again, a lot has been done. Again, probably some will wonder, this is not a live wire. There was an old lamp here, so I just I want to keep it. I'll put a new one here. It's a nice convenient light to have on the entrance here, but I kept the wire here so I can thread the new one in. So again, a lot to be done. The electrician will come back somewhere around beginning of the next month, so it's a little bit of delay on that area, but I can get it done, the rest of the stuff here up to that point, up to that time, I hope, if everything goes nice and smooth. So all he have to do is just connect into the main panel inside the house the electricity. Everything else I can do it here, but I don't mess around with live electricity in the house. So that's for the proper electrician. So again, I'll try to film some of the process, but these were quite hectic to put on in that few seconds when I'm again holding with my head the board on top while I put one screw in. Then I can move around the panel and put the rest of the screws in. So that's not fun to watch. So I'll probably film the process of installing the walls here, or at least 1-2 panels, so you can see how that goes on. And again, thank you for watching, for your support. I'll try to answer as much of the comments that I can, but just there is not much time in a day to do everything. So once again, thank you, and see you in the next video.